All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that run. That was quite a little more extensive drive. I did go off of the beaten trail a little bit more with it because it can handle it. You see the way this thing can just fight its way over the brush. It very much surprises me. Now, I did put a Holmes Hobby 13 turn Crawlmaster Sport 540 can motor on this thing, and that gave it the extra like punch that I needed to get it up and over stuff. I mean, it's got a lot of punch, and of course I got the punch maxed out on the Hobbywing 1080 ESC, but it also has a whole lot of like low speed control. You know, now I have RCs that have more than this one does, but this has a surprisingly large amount of low speed control for it being a 13 turn, but it's also a 5-slot motor, unlike a normal 3-slot motor. But regardless, I really enjoyed this. It's one of my most capable scale trailing RC rigs. This thing, and it has a lot of flex. It's a great crawler, actually. I mean, the flex it has, I mean, it's just amazing how, look, all the other 3 wheels are not even off the ground, and I mean, I'm up the height of like a soda can. It's got enormous amounts of flex. It's really good for that. It's got more flex than most of my RCs, most of my crawlers actually. And I did buy this Hobby Fans brand 6-channel controller or transmitter. Very nice. It has all the features that you would possibly need, and the really cool thing is, I'll put a link where I got it. I got it on Amazon, and if you notice a pattern with me, I buy a lot of my things on Amazon these days. But you can have the option of dials. Like I chose dials for channel 5 and channel 6, and I did that because I might put a winch on here. Or you can do channel 5 and channel 6 as buttons instead. You just got to choose which one you want to buy, which one you want whenever you go to buy it, and check out on Amazon. Really cool. It's the exact same controller, just that's the only difference. You got buttons or dials for channel 5 and 6. I chose the dials, like I said, because I do have a channel 4 button and I have a channel 3 switch. So I have enough light switches here that, you know, I just like to add a winch, and I can dial it in better with a dial type of knob than I can a button. But anyway, just enough rambling on about the controller. It does seem to work really well. I did add an extra thicker foam to it so I can do an easier one-handed steering, because it is kind of a big controller, but I can one-hand steer it. Not as good as some of my other transmitters, but still good enough. It's nice size, and I like the fact that you can just sit it flat like that, upright, you know, and you can sit it down and adjust things on it like that. That's pretty cool, instead of having to hold it all the time. Yeah, that's kind of nice. But anyway, this is running on 2S, and you've seen the power that it has on 2S. 3S, this thing is a missile. I mean, it's just like a rock. It just takes off. It's crazy fast, actually. It still has low speed control on 3S, but I have enough power with 2S, as you can tell, that the way it's geared, it's fine. It runs great just like that. The cool thing is you can just lift the hood, and there you got access to the battery right there. And there's my 2S battery, and you don't have to take the body off or anything. Just lift the hood, pull the battery out, and you're good to go. And this has a lot of scale features. If you haven't seen this one on my channel, or if you're new to the channel, I have featured this one multiple times in the past. I haven't filmed it for a while, but I did put a driver and a passenger. Of course, my driver's Indiana Jones, and the passenger, I chose Siri from the Witcher series, because I love the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt game. But anyway, very detailed interior. And even the back opens up here. Oh, you turn this knob. It was already turned, I guess, a little bit, and then you got access to the rear, and it's got a lot of room back there. Very cool, very nice and detailed. I really like how what MN did with this one. And some people are, that don't own the thing automatically assume it's a bad RC, because there has been some major like RC reviewers that have reviewed this one and would tell you to make a pass on it. Well, I can't agree with that, because you cannot get too many hard body RCs. And this is a hard body and it's a scaler. You can't get too many scale RCs for right around the $200 range. And to get one this fully detailed and to have a full-size motor is very rare for that price. So of course I changed the wheels and tires out. It came with some Super Swamper tires, and they were okay. It wasn't terrible, but actually it said Super Swamper, but I think it was a high rack style. It was very confused, very off-putting. But they were very cheap. But I put some licensed Super Swampers on here, some Intraco Super Swampers, and these are so nice, very soft. And I picked these yellow wheels out to go with the Camel Trophy look. And my final thing, I also added the metal mesh window screens. I had to do a little bit of altering to make them work right. So, but the last thing I'm looking for is a cage to fit on the very top of this. I don't believe MN has made one yet. I need to look more into what all parts they have made for the thing. But that's the only thing I need to make this a true look-alike for a Camel Trophy. But I think it's turned out really good so far. But I really love driving it. It's a blast, and I'm not going to knock the looks, especially for the price. You know, it might not be 100% perfect, but it is so much fun to drive. And with a few upgrades that I made, it ran really pretty. It was pretty fun stock. But when you slap a better ESC on there and a better transmitter, it totally changed the thing to a whole lot better RC. I left the stock suspension. It's not bad at all. Just needed a little bit of oil in the shocks, and a little bit more than what was in it. And it's been running great. Actually, I have a little bit less oil in the shock. I didn't fill them all the way up, and it gave it a lot of flex. And I did that so it can move around more like a really heavy bodied Land Rover would do. And it has a nice real look to it when it runs over bumps and stuff. I did that mainly for trailing. Now if I was like just hardcore just crawling with this thing, I definitely would redo the shocks with a different level of oil and probably a different weight oil. But regardless, enough rambling on about it. Hit the like button, guys, if you like this video, and if you got any questions for me, hit me up in the comment section. Hope you guys are all doing well, and as always, thank you for everything.